Hi everyone. I know that New Year's resolution is around the corner, and personally for me, I am not the biggest fan of New Year's resolution because if I really wanted to do something, I'm going to do it now and take action on it now versus waiting. And so normally, I will be honest, I normally keep my goals and resolutions, and it's not even a resolution, right? Just the things that I want to do in my life, and I tend to keep it to myself because I don't know about you all, but my goals are always met with like, you can't do that, or why do you want to do that? And I'm so used to it now that I'm like, okay, like if that doesn't float your boat, that's totally fine. But the next challenge that I am giving myself is that I will be doing 500 pull-ups within an hour. I was slating myself for 6 months to do this, but I am actually going to slate myself for 1 year because I have no interest in getting injured while I'm just doing this for fun. For starters, one of the things that I am kind of prepping for is I can foresee myself having like tendon issues from doing this. Just the physiology of like the motions that you're going for. I can see like I'm going to have to strengthen my back. Probably my forearms is going to give out first is what I'm going to guess. And then not only that, right, my grip, I have to be able to hold on for at least an hour, right? And that's not even like doing motions. That's just holding on. So I am trying to be a little bit more strategic on how I target this. The reason that I'm even bringing this up is because I think this might be a fun goal, right? It might be a fun thing for us to do. And I encourage for all of us to try to do this together. If this is something that you want to do, for some context, I can kind of do one strict pull-up. So this is going to be a lot of foundation building, and I personally don't really care about, what was that called? Instant gratification. That's great, but I also enjoy just committing my time to whatever it is, and then eventually if it comes to be, then that's great. If it doesn't, then I will pivot and then go from there because, might as well, if I'm going to be doing something like this, that I go all the way. And 500 does kind of seem like going all the way because why do we need to do 500 pull-ups besides the fact that I'm doing stupid things with my life? It's not stupid. It's kind of stupid, but I'm interested to see what I'm going to do and go. But going back, grip endurance is really important because this is a physical movement. I'm going to say that making sure that my breathing is good to go is going to be really important as well. And then lastly, it's going to be just mentally how I am going to process all of this. Interestingly enough, I think mentally it's definitely a concern of mine, or it's not, none of this is a concern, right? It's just how do I plan on targeting all of these objectives and following through with it. But mentally, I'm going to say that I can control that way better than what my tendon decides it's going to do. But with that being said, I know my page is just kind of all over the place, but part of the reason that I am putting this even on my page compared to some other pages because, we have one life to live. I personally find that, not to sound grim, but to me, I find that life perhaps might not have an inherent meaning to life. And so that is kind of the fun part, though. We can make life to however we see fit. And however I see fit is to try to do 500 pull-ups. And with that being said, too, I personally make sure that my physical well-being and my mental, emotional, all of that kind of well-being is up to date to where I am now. But I'm just going to do this for fun. And feel free to join me. I think this will be like a fun, like, okay, we can all suck together and then see where we go. And then maybe we can cheer each other on from that too. But with that being said, I believe that I'm going to come up with several phases. I might actually be working with a coach or a trainer on this one because it's just a lot. But even with that being said, ultimately what we need to do is take action. So I will do my best to post. I want to commit to daily videos, but that's just a little bit hard, right? Because I don't want to be on social media more than I have to for podcasting or the lack of podcasting. I have a lot of videos that I haven't uploaded because I'm still contemplating how I'm doing that. But with that being said, I mean, that's not the purpose of this video. So my apologies that I'm all over the place right now. I'm at the end of my work shift. Well, actually, I'm off work already. But yeah, 500 pull-ups. What did I say? 6 months to a year's time. Let's try doing this. This would be fun. So let me know how this goes for you. All right, y'all. Let's get to it. Upward and onward. Woo!